I don't think you want to script this game going down 3-0 to the Penguins, but I don't know if you can script a better finish.
Todd, your team has handled disappointment and poor starts and poor games by usually bouncing back with some type of performance like this. What is it about this team? If it happened once, it might be a fluke, but this has happened more than once this season.
Well, we've had good things happen that I think the guys have proven some resiliency. But we've also had some things that we've proven where we put ourselves down and had to prove that resiliency. So the one thing I would like to correct is, you know, the part where we put ourselves down. We got to prove our resiliency. Credit to them and how they came out and they played. They executed, made plays, scored goals. But I'll tell you, our guys kept it together.
What was the message down 3-0 and really having not played a very good first period?
You know, when I called the timeout, it was just about our guys doing the right thing. Sometimes when you get down 3-0, an emotional game, you're playing at home, the atmosphere, you go out and you want to make the difference on the next play. And what happens is you start cheating in areas. You start pushing up the ice, and now you become disjointed as a group in how you play, and you want to execute, come up the ice together. And that was really just my message. Work to get one. Simple as that. Whether it was that period or the next period, just work to get one. And we got one, and I think that, you know, I'll tell you another thing too. Our crowd was great. The fans were great. Because at 3-0, the way it was going, there could have been boos. But we got nothing but support from them. And that helped without a question. Because we got one and the fans were back into it. Not that they were completely out of it, but we needed to do something to engage our fans. And that goal helped us. And then the second, you know, they ran into some penalty problems, and we were able to generate a lot of momentum off our power play, and then obviously score a huge goal. And from that moment, again, we talk about hope. You know, you're down 3-0 against Penguins, even 3-1 against the Penguins. But the 3-2, the way the game was going, there was hope. And you know, we battled all the way to the end. Sometimes in the last minute it happens, and our guys stuck with it for 60 minutes and were rewarded in the last minute.
What, if any, commonality or consistent thread has there been to all of these comebacks after the team has gotten the first one, whether it's been you guys coming back or them coming back on you? Has there been a consistency to how those comebacks have occurred?
I wish I could answer that and tell you that this is what it is. I don't know if one team gets down and they push harder and the other team doesn't respond to it. I truly don't know. You know, Pittsburgh's a great team. I like the way that we responded versus a great team being down. It's tough for me to answer that. You know, the emotion is still fresh of the game. I know you're looking for an answer, and I wish I could give you one and say it's exactly this, and this. But that's a tough one.
Todd, given the way that he's played defensively, and given how much coaches such as yourself appreciate two-way play, how fitting is it, how happy are you that it's Brandon Dubinsky who scores the big goal in the final minute to push it to overtime? He gets rewarded offensively.
Brandon's been, well, I use him most of the time, you know, to match up against Crosby, and that's not an easy task. You know, hard on draws and, you know, the physical game and commitment to playing defense. He's not perfect, and some of the players he's playing against is not going to make him a perfect player. But you know, Joey makes a good play too by getting in on the forecheck. If Joey doesn't get there, he never has a chance to get the puck out front. So it's fitting. You know, and we had a lot of players step up at different times too. You know, prior to the goal, Nick Foligno scored in overtime. We had a huge block shot by RJ. That was a huge block shot. So we had some guys, and that's really what it takes. You're down 3-0 or going into overtime. It's those little things, and we had some guys step up at different times.
Todd, Nick said that he called the goal before overtime in the locker room. Babe Ruth of hockey, or?
Well, I'll tell you, next time Nick does that, he's got to tell me before the overtime, because I'll play him a lot then. But it's one of those things. You're always looking for guys to step up, and Nick Umby gets the big block shot. Wiz, I don't know why he was out in the neutral zone diving. He was on his stomach sliding to the offensive blue line. I'm not sure exactly how he got there. But Nick ends up with the puck and steps in and scores a huge goal for our team.
You touched on it a couple times, but Umberger's got multiple upper body injuries. I'm not asking you about injuries. And he took the puck to the face that was rimmed around tonight, and he still hits the deck to block that shot. It would have hit him in the same place if he didn't have his hand up. That's playoff hockey, I know, but what does that say about an individual that puts himself in that position at that moment?
That's what we need at this time of year from everyone. It's a little play that goes unnoticed, and it did lead to something, so it's easy to remember it. But in big moments, big games, those are the plays that your team needs to make.
Speak to the idea of new life now. It would have been 3-1 going to Pittsburgh. Now it's an even series. You're coming back here for sure. Just what the series looks like now versus what it would have looked like.
It's easy. It's a best of 3. We're guaranteed another home game here, Game 6. I think that's great for our fans and our organization. But for right now, our focus is on Saturday, and we're going to go in and we'll enjoy this win tonight. But when we get up tomorrow, we got to start focusing on Saturday and getting ready. It's not going to be easy. Again, I've said it before. This is a team, and I'm talking about Pittsburgh. This is a team that has won. They know what it takes to win. And again, they've played a lot of 2-2 series before. For a lot of our guys, it's going to be a new experience, and they're going to come out and they're going to play. And we got to be ready for the first period because I'm expecting them to come out with the same energy, the way that they played in Game 2. And we got to be ready for that.